You dropped the mic out the window then? Yeah. Should I just hold it? Okay.
Our next senior cheerleader is Kaylee Browers. Kaylee's a psychology major and biology minor from Las Vegas. She's being escorted on the field by her parents, John and Sonia Browers. Next up is Kaylee Davidson. Kaylee is an anthrozoology major from Fort Benton. She's being escorted on the field by her mom, Debbie Peterson, and her fiance, Colton Hall. Our final senior cheerleader is Isabel Hunt. Isabel is a communications major from Helena. She's being escorted on the field by her parents, Jim Hunt and Barn Howe, her sister, Hannah Delwo, and her brother-in-law, Derek Delwo. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for our Carroll cheerleader seniors. Next is senior athletic training student intern, Hallie Haw. Hallie is a double major in health sciences and public health from Butte. This is her third year working in the athletic training office for Carroll. She plans to attend graduate school for athletic training. She's being escorted onto the field by her parents, Yvonne and Rich Haw. Our first football senior is Ryan Gregory. Ryan is a business major from Spokane, Washington, with an emphasis in managing and marketing. He's a four-year starter at cornerback and has 4 career interceptions, 23 career pass breakups, and 91 career tackles. He's returned kicks and also played both ways last season as the Saints struggled with injuries in the receiving corps. Ryan is being escorted on the field by his parents, Dave and Nancy Gregory, and his sister, Wendy. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Gregory. Our next senior running back, Dylan Green. Dylan is a sociology major from Riverside, Washington. He has 13 career touchdowns and 745 career yards. He had 7 touchdowns last season and has racked up 5 this season. He's being escorted on the field by his parents, Daryl and Mitzi Green, his grandparents, Gerald and Patricia Green, and his close friend, Jerry and Dolores Hurwitz. Ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Green. Next is defensive end, Jake Conan. Jake is a health management major from Kalispell. He's played 33 career games, racked up 119 career tackles, 6.5 sacks, and 10 tackles for loss, and an interception. He's being escorted on the field by his mother and stepfather, Tammy and Jason Hinman, and his father and stepmother, Tom and Carol Conan. Ladies and gentlemen, Jake Conan. Our next senior is cornerback Vince DiGianardo. Vince is a biology major from Polson. He's played in 23 games during his career, notching 63 tackles, 8 pass breakups, and 4 interceptions. He's been a force at cornerback this season for the Carroll defense and ranks in the top 50 in the NAIA in passes defended and interceptions. He's being escorted on the field by his parents, Tom and Jeanette, and his sisters, Anna and Julia. Ladies and gentlemen, Vince DiGianardo. Our next senior is quarterback J.T. Linder. J.T. is an accounting major from Dillon. He's a 5th-year senior and first-year starter at quarterback. J.T. played 14 career games and thrown for 106 completions for 1,336 yards and 7 touchdowns. He's ranked in the NAIA top 50 for passing yards and total offense. J.T. is being escorted on the field by his mother and stepfather, Roxanne and Kevin Englund, his father and stepmother, John and Jen Linder, his siblings, Kyler Englund and Courtney Linder, and his fiancée, Emily Paffhausen. Ladies and gentlemen, J.T. Linder. Next up for senior day is wide receiver Cameron Nelson. Cameron's a health sciences major with a business administration minor from Seattle. Cameron's played in 9 career games, hauling in 12 receptions for 119 yards. He's being escorted on the field by his parents, Scott and Kathy Nelson, his brother Colin and Christian, and his aunts Christine and Kelly. Ladies and gentlemen, Cameron Nelson. next senior is outside linebacker Ty Irving. Ty is a business administration major from Spokane. Ty has played in 15 games in his career, including all 9 games this year, and has 46 career tackles and 2.5 tackles for loss, with 3 passes broken up. Ty is being escorted on the field by his parents, Kelly and Colleen Irving, his brother Devin, his grandparents Bill and Carolyn, his cousin Tim Kirby, his aunt and uncle Dan and Amy Harrington, and their daughter Grace, as well as his girlfriend Sarah Challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, Ty Irving. Next up is linebacker Austin Moore. Austin is a history and philosophy major from Yuma, Arizona. He has stepped into a contributing role during his senior year with 7 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and a sack. He's being escorted on the field by his parents, Stacy and Mike Moore. His grandmothers, Lou Christopherson and Donna Keeler. His uncles, Luke Coleman and Steve Keeler. His aunts, Cheryl Olson and Vince Aloys, and his cousin Morgan. Mariah and Micaiah Olson. His grandfather, Bob Keeler, was unable to attend, but is here in spirits. Austin Moore. Our next senior is defensive back, Nicholas Janis. Nick is a business and marketing major from Davis, California. Nick has been a significant contributor on scout team and has worked his way on the field this season to contribute on the Carroll defense. Nick is being escorted on the field by his parents, Carla and Brooks Daly, and his siblings, Colin and Anna Daly. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Janis. Next up is defensive lineman Ryan McCauley. Ryan is a finance and accounting major from Harriman, Utah. Ryan's contributions have come on the field and off of it. He's a key member of the Carroll Scout team. He's being escorted on the field by his parents, Pa and Aaron McCauley, and his brothers, Jared and Brendan. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan McCauley. Our next senior is offensive lineman Tyson Butler. Tyson is a health and physical education major with a minor in psychology from Chadron, Nebraska. Tyson is a 2-year starter on the offensive line. His leadership on the offensive line has been key to the unit's improvement this year. He's being escorted on the field by his parents, Cleet and Brenda Butler, and his sisters, Shelby and Stephanie. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyson Butler. Next up is defensive end, Darby George. Darby is a health science public health major from Salt Lake City, Utah. Darby's been a significant contributor on scout team and has worked his way on the field this season to contribute on the Carroll defense. He's being escorted on the field by his parents, Heidi and Kelly, wife Savannah, sister Lauren, nephew Dustin, and nieces Emmett and Jordan. Darby George. Our next senior is offensive lineman Jacob Babcock. Jacob is a communications public relations major from Columbia Falls, Montana. Jacob is a contributor on the offensive line. He's being escorted on the field by his mother Janet, godfather John, godmother Kathy, and Uncle Ron. Jacob Babcock. Next up is offensive lineman Brandon Vedder. Brandon is a double major in finance and business administration with a focus on economics and sports management from Lake Havasu, Arizona. Brandon is a 6-year senior, overcame a leg injury and has worked his way into a starting role this year. He's being escorted on the field by his father Mike, stepmom Swan, grandmother Jill, brothers Chase and Justin, and sister Lauren. Brandon Vedder. Our next senior is offensive lineman Grady Holtz. Grady's a secondary education for history, political science, and social studies major from Billings. Grady is a key member of the offensive line rotation. He's being escorted on the field by Mother Janine, his father Lyle, and his brothers Lyle and Micah. Grady Holtz. Next up is kicker Coulter Hamill. Coulter is a health and physical education major with emphasis in sport management and business administration with a concentration in management. Coulter has made 2 field goals this season, including the game-winning field goal against Montana Tech in the season opener. He also went 25 for 27 on extra point attempts. He's being escorted on the field by his father Doug, his mother Carolyn, and his sister Aspen. Coulter Hamill. Our next senior is wide receiver Jordan Jernigan. Jordan is a business administration major with a concentration on management and a minor in communications. Jordan has struggled with injuries throughout his career, but has continued to impact the team. This year he stepped away from playing to work as student coach. He's being escorted on the field by his father CJ and his mother Mary, his brother Zach, sister-in-law Mimi, grandfather Ron, grandmother Chris, Uncle Ben, Aunt Sarah, Uncle Brett, and Mandy, cousins Tucker, Taylor, Tatum, and Olivia. Jordan Jernigan. Next up is defensive tackle Elliot McGill. Elliot is a political science and sociology major. Elliot has played in 12 games, earning 12 tackles and 8 assisted tackles. He's being escorted on the field by his father David and his mother Tina. Elliot McGill. Our final senior is defensive tackle Kyle Smith. Kyle is majoring in criminology and rural urban development. Kyle overcame great personal and family tragedy to come back for a 6th year as a senior. He's played in 9 games this year, racking up 22 solo tackles and assisting on 10. He's being escorted on the field by his father Mitch, his mother Lynette, his fiancee Christy, his daughter Lacey, and his sister Mara. Kyle Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, one more hand for all of our Carroll College seniors. Carroll College is proud to recognize and honor our service members, veterans, and their families in our home football game nearest to Veterans Day. Our service members and veterans are the embodiment of the true American heroes, the ones who have put their lives on the line to ensure our everyday freedoms, the ones who have sacrificed precious time to their families, the ones who have unselfishly put our needs before their own. Today, let's give thanks to live in a country where heroes like these from every generation willingly and courageously raise their hands and heed the call of duty. For all those service members, veterans, and families here today, please stand and be recognized for your service and sacrifice. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in a round of applause to show our sincere appreciation for all that these distinguished individuals have done to preserve the freedoms of our country. Presenting the colors today are members of Carroll's ROTC, student veterans, and new enlistees. Now for today's opening prayer, Director of the Carroll College Campus Ministry, Father Mark Lennon.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, we give you from this day for all the blessings of our lives. And our hearts are full of gratitude. We thank you for the veterans who have served and and those who are serving our country right now, we thank you for the freedoms we enjoy, which are the result of the sacrifice of so many. On this senior day, we thank you for our seniors and all the blessings they have brought to this college and to this community. We ask you to bless them and their families and let them know they are always fighting saints. Bless all of us, keep us always thankful and always ready to serve. We ask this all in your name. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Thank you, Father Mark. We ask you to remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. Today's anthem is being performed by Aaron Wright, a sophomore from Anchorage, Alaska, majoring in international relations. Aaron is also a member of the Army ROTC and a member of Carroll Cheerleading.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Then the rocket's red flame, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Aaron.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Nelson Stadium. We're live today on Senior Day for the Saints. They come into the game at 4-5, coming off a very tough loss at Montana Western down in Dillon last week. Saints had a tie ball game and fumbled the ball away and gave up a scoop and score for a touchdown. So they come in 4-5. They face Eastern Oregon, who is 7-2, and they're looking to tie up Montana Tech with a win today and a Tech loss to tie for first in the conference. Got the coin toss now, field. It's Senior Day, so the captains are out there. 3 of them are seniors: JT Linder, Jake Conan, and Kyle Smith. The other, Joel Kramer, of course, he's a junior. So the Saints have won the toss and have elected to defer to the second half, so they will kick the ball off to start the game. So we'll see this defense that comes in second in the conference in total yards per game. They're led by linebackers David Anderson and Reese Quady, as well as the defensive line headed by Alec Bastard-Chia, Kyle Smith, and Bo Meyer. Alec Bastard-Chia comes in leading the conference in tackles for loss, and he is second in sacks. So Coach Van Diest gets his guys ready. They're looking to finish with an even 500 record, 5-5. And the thing that's really killed them so far is a 1-4 record on the road. They're 3-1 here at home with one loss coming to Southern Oregon, but 3 other wins with Rocky, Montana Tech, and MSU Northern a couple weeks ago. So Hamill's going to line it up. He's going to kick off today for the Saints. Back deep to return the kick will be Josh Richards and John Payne for Eastern Oregon. All right, Hamill will line up to kick it off. It's a beautiful day here in Helena, and we're going to get going on action. Hamill kicks it deep. Caught by Payne, and he's going to take it out. And there's Coulter Hamill on the tackle, the kicker. So not afraid to get in on the action there. And here comes his defense. Eastern Oregon offense is led by quarterback Zach Bartlow and running back Alfred Gross. And receivers are TJ Escalou and Brandon Kelly, as well as Josh Richards. And Eastern Oregon comes into this game with the third leading offense in the Frontier Conference. So it'll be interesting to see how this one pans out. Second defense in the conference against the third offense. Saints line up in that 3-4 defense. Conan and Irving at outside backer, like I mentioned earlier. Bastard-Chia, Smith, and Meyer on the defensive line. And there's a completion that's to Brendan Kelly, and he gets pushed out of bounds after the first down mark by Vince DiGileonardo, the senior corner. Eastern Oregon's going to go no huddle. Bartlow lines up in the gun. Next to him is A.J. Prom. Hands it off to Prom, and he's met in the backfield. That's going to be a tackle for loss by David Anderson. He's been a big play guy on this defense all season long, and he's just been dynamic with coverage and just stopping the run and blitzing. So there he is, shooting the gap, getting in the backfield, TFL, and they're going to hurry it up on offense. Bartlow in the gun. 3 out left. He drops back, throws it. And that one's broken up by DiGileonardo. And looks like they might have missed an offsides call on that one on the Saints defense. But Saints get away with that one, and we're going to go to third down. Just third and about 11. Eastern Oregon has the ball on the 44-yard line. Bartlow in the gun. 2 out to his left, 2 to his right. And he checks back to the sideline for a play signal. Bartlow takes the snap, drops back, he's pressured. Barnett's chasing after him, and there's Reese Quady with a sack. So the Saints, after allowing a first down on the first play of the game, stop him on 3 downs, and Eastern Oregon's going to bring out the punting unit. Big stop there to start the game by the Saints, give them a little momentum. And back to return the punt will be senior Ryan Gregory. He's a 4-year starter at corner, but he's also shown his talents on special teams, so we'll see if he can do something with this one. And they're going to fake it. And he's going to get the first down and more. Gregory comes up and makes the tackle at about the 28-yard line in Carroll territory. So the punter, Nate Harden, gets it in the backfield and just takes off with it. So that's a tough one for the Saints. Nobody there on the outside. He took the edge and just ran with it. Gained about 30 yards on that one. So Bartlow's coming back out on the field now with the rest of his offensive teammates. They're going to line up in a pistol look. Looks like a bunch on the right side. He takes the snap, hands it off. And the running back there was Alfred Gross. He slips in the backfield and will not gain any yards. So 2nd and 10 from about the 29-yard line in Carroll territory. Isaiah King's going to come in, add an extra defensive back here for the Saints. Barlow in the gun. Trips right. One receiver out to the left. Drops back. Looking for something. Good pressure by the Saints. And he is drilled in the backfield by Reese Quady. So he gets the pass off to the running back prom, and Quady attacks the backfield, flies in there, and lights him up. But it looks like we're going to have a flag on the play. We're going to have a holding call on Eastern Oregon, so they're going to accept that penalty. They're going to make it 2nd and about 20. So after the fake punt, Eastern Oregon now no longer so deep in Carroll territory, now at about the 40-yard line. Barlow in the gun. One tight end. Deuces to the left. He drops back. He's chased by Barnett, and he throws it away. It looks like they were looking for a screen pass there. Didn't have time to let the play unravel. So the quarterback's going to have to throw it away, and we're going to have about a 3rd and 20. So Saints defense off to a pretty solid start with the exception of that fake punt. So 3rd and 20 for Eastern Oregon. Bartlow in the gun. Trips left. One out to the right. He's taking his time, making sure they get the signal. Anderson creeps up. Barlow drops back, looking to the flat. Goes for the corner, and it's batted down by Ryan Gregory. Almost intercepted, but a heck of a play on the ball there to come underneath that route and knock it down. So they're going to bring out the punting unit once more. We'll see if they try another fake. That's Harden back to punt, and Gregory, who just made a phenomenal play, is going to drop back and return the punt for the Saints. So they couldn't do much off of that fake punt. They got the holding penalty, of course, to push them even further back. But if anything, it will give better field position for them. See if they can pin the Saints deep in their own territory. Gregory doesn't get to that one. And that one's dropped right at the 1-yard line. And it could not be closer to the end zone. Looks like they're going to call it a touchback. Believe that one hit the pylon. So Saints luck out there. They're going to get the ball on the 20. And here comes JT Linder. And JT Linder came in last week. Came in for the second half, and it was a homecoming for him. He's a senior, and he's from Dillon. Played football for the Beavers down there, and had a chance to take the Saints down the field and tie the game up late in the game, but was sacked on a 4th down. So he still played a great second half, threw for a touchdown, and now he's here for his senior night, last game at Carroll, last game in the purple. Linder in the gun, drops back, rolls out, and he's going to take off. And it looks like he's going to gain about 6 there. So he's about to the 26-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Saints now. One thing to watch out for today is receiver Connor Phone. He's been a just dynamic playmaker for the Saints all season. He's got 58 catches, and the next highest on the team is 20 for Troy Arnston. So we've been running a lot of offense through him. He's become Linder and Gustafson's go-to receiver. Walsh in the backfield, bunch to the left. Linder hands it off to Walsh. Walsh gets a little space, and he's going to be very close to the 1st down there. Good run by Walsh. So that'll be a first down for the Saints at the 30. And the Saints are off to a good start on offense. Saints line up in the gun. Walsh in the backfield. Nelson out right. And Phone and Arnston to the left. Nelson comes in motion. Linder drops back. Finds McGree. And McGree's going to gain about 6 yards there. So, McGree's a guy who's really stepped up this season too. He's been getting a lot of action at tight end. Eric Dawson, the original starting tight end, got hurt in the second game of the year at Rocky. Broke his hand, so he's been in a cast all season. But it's nice to see guys stepping up there. And there's a couple other guys. Connor Polson, he's been used. He's also been used in wildcat formations and different things like that. And J.D. Lyle, a guy we saw a lot of last week, coming in for blocking packages. And he ended up getting a touchdown deep in the red zone for the Saints. Looks like the Saints are going to line up in wildcat here. Polson calls for Phone in motion. He's going to fake the handoff. And he's tackled in the backfield. So it's going to be a loss of about 1 yard there for the Saints. So they'll go to a 3rd and 4. So here comes Linder on 3rd down, back on the field after the wildcat. And once again, Phone and Arnston on the left side. Arnston in the slot. Nelson out to the right. McGree on the left at tight end. Linder drops back. Ollie in protection. And he looks for Arnston, and it's almost intercepted. Looks like that was John Payne there who almost caught that one. So Saints are going to come out to punt. And punting is going to be local celebrity Dylan Torgerson. He's second in the nation right now in punting yards per attempt, and he's been dropping balls inside the 10-yard line all season. Snap from Barnett. Torgerson gets it. Boots it away, almost blocked. Looks like it might have gotten tipped a little bit. They signal for a fair catch, and bounces, and he picks it up, but he's going to be tackled in there. They're going to blow it dead at the 31-yard line. So here comes this Saints defense. Still no score. 9:14 remaining in this first quarter. And not too much offense from either team. Both kind of got a first down, and then obviously that fake punt for Eastern Oregon. We're going to go to a timeout down on the field, so we'll also go to a break up here. We'll be back shortly. Thank you. All right, we're back after the media timeout. Saints defense back on the field after forcing EOU to punt on their first possession. So, Barlow in the gun. 2 to his left. He hands it off to the outside. And that one's Alfred Gross. He's tackled by the sideline for about a gain of 2 yards. Looks like that might have been Tucker Johnson coming downhill from the defensive backfield on a tackle there. Bartlow in the gun, trips to his left, drops back, throws it, and that one's broken up. Looks like that's DiGiannardo on the coverage there, and a heck of a play on the ball there, and King's going to come in at an extra defensive back for third down. So Saints defense off to a phenomenal start. We'll see what they can do on third down here. But it looks like a nickel look for the Saints. King's going to be in the slot. Gregory and DiGiannardo, the normal cornerbacks, still out there. Bartlow in the gun, trips to his left. Joined in the backfield by Gross. Saints fans making a lot of noise today. Bartlow drops back. Looks to throw deep. And they're going to throw a flag there. Looks like they're going to get DiGiannardo for a defensive holding. They're going to call PI there on DiGiannardo, so that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. And you see on the replay there's a little bit of jersey tug in there, so it's understandable. But it's got to be frustrating for Van Diest and the rest of the Saints defense. All right, Gross is going to be in the backfield this time. Wildcat look. Bartlow's wind up outside on the left, and Gross is going to take off. He's got space. Galt tackles him out of bounds at about the 36-yard line, and that's going to be a first down for Eastern Oregon. And there's going to be a substitution on defense. Senior linebacker Austin Moore is going to come out for Anderson. Bartlow in the pistol. Bunch to his right. Hands it off to Gross. And Gross is met by a sea of Saints defensive linemen right there. So he's going to gain about 2 yards. Oh, second and about 8. Eastern Oregon moving the ball down the field thanks to a pass interference penalty called on Carroll. Bartlow in the gun, drops back. And he's going to get a completion, and looks like they're going to give him very close to a first down. They're not going to quite move the chains yet. And now ref signaling to move him. So that's going to be a first down there. So Mountaineers driving into Saints territory. They're on about the 27-yard line. Bartlow in the gun. 2 to his left, 2 to his right. Drops back, throws it. Should roll out right there after the pump fake, and it's incomplete, out of bounds. So good D there by the Saints, good coverage. It's going to go to 2nd and 10. And seven minutes left in this first quarter, still no score. A couple of punts from each team. Bartlow will line up in the pistol. Snap taken, hands off. And Isaiah King gets off the block to make the tackle, out of bounds, about the 25. So it'll be 3rd down and 8 now. Saints looking to make another stop. Bartlow in the gun. 2 to his right, 1 to his left. He's getting the play signal from the sideline. You like to run this no-huddle offense. Drops back, rolls out right. He's chased by Meyer. Meyer almost gets to him, force him out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. So he's gonna lose about 5 yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down for Eastern Oregon. And it looks like the Mountaineers will go for it on 4th down now. Barlow in the gun, trips to his left. He's signaling in the play. And Eastern Oregon's going to take a timeout. So, timeout down on the field. We're also going to go to a short break up here. We'll be back for 4th down in a moment. All right, we're back after the timeout called by the Mountaineers. It's 4th down. Mountaineers are going to motion him out left. Barlow in the gun, joined by Gross. He drops back. Irvin comes on the blitz, drops the quarterback, and that one's overthrown. So, Saints get a big stop there on 4th down, and they're going to get the ball back. So, we'll see more of Linder and the Saints offense. So, looks like Ali's going to go out there, join Linder in the backfield. He had a big game last week, despite the loss at Western. Had over 100 yards on about 22 carries. I believe he had 113 yards. And we're going to go to Wildcat again. So, Phone in the backfield, joined by Ali. Linder's lined up outside on the right. Arnston motions, and Phone's going to take off. And that's going to gain about 2 yards. So, it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Saints. And senior Dylan Green's going to come in now. We haven't seen much of him in the last couple weeks. He's been hurt with an ankle injury, but he's suiting up with his ankles taped for senior day to see what he can do. Linder in the backfield, joined by Green. Phone and Arnston to the right side. Nelson on the left. Phone's going to come in motion. Linder takes the snap, hands off to Green, and Green is met in the backfield by a pair of EOU defenders. Looks like that's going to be Colin DeArmond on the tackle there. And the Saints are going to bring out Polson as an extra tight end. So it's going to be Walsh in the backfield this time. Linder. He has Phone out to the right. Phone's going to motion in. Nelson in the slot. Correction, that's Arnston. Finds Walsh out in the empty flat. Good block there by Polson, and Walsh loses his footing, so they're going to get about 2 yards, and the punting unit's going to come out once again for the Saints. So 3 and out for the Saints, nothing doing there, so they're going to put their defense back out on the field and see if they can get another stop. And this is actually a very big game for the Saints today. To go into the offseason 5-5 off of a win against a ranked opponent would be a lot different than going in 4-6 for the 2nd year in a row. And, just losing this game for the seniors would leave a very bad taste in the mouth going into the offseason. So a win today is bigger than a lot of people think, even though they can't really get into the playoffs anymore. So here comes this Saints defense. And the Saints defense is led by a few seniors, mainly nose tackle Kyle Smith, who's been through it, pretty much everything you can imagine in these last few years. Had a bad injury with a burn to his legs, and just a lot of other things happening with his hand. Yeah, had a serious finger thing, and he's just persevered through it all. So he's in his 6th year now. He's anchoring the defensive line, and they've been one of the bright spots for the Saints defense this year. A lot of pressure, a lot of tackles for loss. Him, Bo Meyer, Alec Bastrachia, they've been outstanding all year. So it looks like we got an immediate timeout down on the field. So we're going to go to a short break up here. We'll be back momentarily. Thank you. Okay, we are back after the timeout. It'll be 1st down and 10 on the Eastern Oregon 29-yard line. Barlow in the gun, joined by Gross, drops back, hands it off. And here comes Quady upfield, joined by King, and they're going to get him down in the backfield, about a loss of a yard. Credit Quady with the tackle there. He's off to a good start today. Mountaineers are going to signal in the play now from the sideline. They run that no huddle. Barlow's joined in the gun. Looks like that is Alfred Gross back there. Gets it out to the flat, and King makes the tackle about the 40-yard line. That'll be very close to a first down. Looks like they're going to get it, so they're going to move the chains. 1st down and 10 from the 40 for Eastern. Barlow in the gun with Gross once again. He takes the snap, hands it off. It's going to be a little buck sweep to the outside. And Gross falls forward, but the Saints are signaling they got the ball. The ball is out, and several players are pointing. And that's going to be a turnover forced by the Saints in the fumble, and Irving comes out with it. So big play for the senior Ty Irving there. He's greeted by a lot of friendly teammates on the sideline. That's a huge play for the Saints defense there to put their offense in position to score. So Gross fumbles there. Irving picks it up, and the Saints are going to get going on offense. They're going to have the ball at about, looks like the 46-yard line in EOU territory. And it looks like we're going to see Tanner Gustafson now. Gustafson in the backfield, joined by Ali. We're going to have trips to the right, Phone, Arnston, and Nelson. And watch for him to run here. They seem to do a lot of that with Gustafson in. He's going to fake it to Ali and roll out right. He's looking deep. And Nelson gets knocked over, and that one's going to be overthrown. So it'll be incomplete for the Saints. And Gustafson's going to come to the sideline to get another signal. And we're going to see Linder again, actually. So Linder will be joined by Major Ali in the backfield. And Ali's our leading rusher this season, coming into this game with close to 500 yards. Linder takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Ali. Ali cuts it back, gets upfield, and there's a gain of about 5. So it's going to be up to about very close to the 40-yard line. And we're going to go to third down and short for the Saints, about 3rd and 5. Walsh checking in now. So Linder in the gun, joined by Walsh. Hard on the right. On the left, looks like we got Phone and Arnston. Linder drops back. And looks like that is Connor McGree on the catch. That'll be a first down for the Saints. And now the Saints are going to go to an extra tight end. Polson's going to check in as well as Dylan Green. And we're going to have Gustafson out there again. So Gustafson's going to line up with Green in the backfield. 2 to his left, an extra tight end in. Looks like more of a power package. Gustafson takes the snap, drops back, and he's going to take off. He's got a lot of open space. He's a good runner. And he beats the defender out of bounds, and he's going to gain about 7 or 8 on that one. He's down to about the 26-yard line, and that's going to be 2nd down and 4. And now we're going to see Paul Hart and Sam Stratton coming into the game for the Saints. And Linder's back out there. So what we've seen from Tanner Gustafson this season is just a little preview next year. He's going to get the keys to the offense, and he's a guy who can beat you in the air and on the ground. Linder joined by Green. Paul Hart to the left. And we're going to have a false start. Looks like right tackle Chris Empter there. So that's going to bring the Saints back 5. But they're going to keep the same personnel out there. Phone out to the right, joined by Arnson. Hart to the left. Linder in the backfield. Join with Green. JT drops back. And a lot of time now. And he's looking for Sam Stratton, and it looks like he caught that one, so it almost was intercepted. The DB really got under it, but they're going to give him the catch there. So Stratton holds on. And good job by the O-line there, giving Linder time to throw. So it'll be 3rd and about 7. Looks like McGree's back there with Linder. Linder drops back, looks to his right. Throws it looking for Walsh, and it's intercepted, and Hart knocks him out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. So, big play there by the Mountaineer defense on 3rd down. They intercept Linder, and the Saints are going to come back out on defense. So the Saints can't capitalize on their fumble recovery, but their defense still playing well, so they're going to go back out there. 56 seconds remain in the first quarter, and we are still scoreless. So the Mountaineer offense is going to come out, and they're going to line up. No huddle like we've seen all day. In the backfield with Bartlow is running back A.J. Prom. Barlow takes the snap, hands it off to Prom. He tries to cut it outside, and he's met there by a trio of Saints defenders. Looks like led by Tucker Johnson and Reese Quady. So nice play there by the Saints. And their first down run defense has been phenomenal so far. We've seen a lot of tackles, guys getting met right by the line of scrimmage or even in the backfield a few times. So 2nd and 8 now for the Mountaineers. Irving covering in the slot. There's a play action. And good coverage there by Gigi Leonardo. He knocks it loose, so that one's going to be incomplete. And the Saints are going to force another 3rd down and about 8. So Barlow's going to get in the gun now, joined by Prom. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. He looks to the sideline for the play signal. Barlow takes the snap, drops back. Saints run a twist. Here comes McGill and Barnett. Nothing there, and he overthrows his receiver. That was intended for Josh Richards. It's going to be incomplete, and the Saints are going to force another punt. So I guess there's a reason why the Saints defense is second in the conference. They've been shutting down a very high-powered offense thus far. Here comes the punt. Gregory back to catch it. And that's a long kick. Tries to get it over the shoulder. And he's going to take off now. Looks for some open space. He's got some. He's taken off. And a big block there by Conan. And it looks like they're going to throw a flag on that. I don't know about that. So Gregory gets up to about the 44. But now we got a flag. As I mentioned, big block on a cutback there by Jake Conan. So I think that's what they're looking at. Oh, that's actually going to be against Eastern Oregon. They're going to get him for a personal foul. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. So the Saints are going to start in Mountaineer territory. But we're going to switch field now because it's the end of the first quarter. So break on the field, end of the first quarter, scoreless, 0-0. Saints defense showing out very nicely so far. We'll go to a short break up here. Okay, we're back from the end of the quarter, and it's going to be first down for the Saints after a nice power return by Gregory, as well as a personal foul called on Eastern Oregon to add 15 yards to the equation. So, Linder's going to line up in the gun. He's got Walsh with him. Paul Hart lined up out wide on the right side. Looks like Phone and Arnstein are going to be in tight on the left. And both teams scoreless so far. A very tight defensive battle, which is not very normal for Eastern Oregon. They score quite a few points normally. They're a very high-powered offense there. Third in the conference. So Linder's joined with Walsh. He takes the snap, hands it off, and Walsh is going to take off and break a couple tackles, and looks like he's going to gain about 4 or 5 yards on that one. And the Saints are moving the pile. Wow. Walsh ends up getting close to the first down, and that's going to be a gain of 9. Very strong effort there by the Saints offense to get Walsh and keep him going. And looks like Green's going to come out now to join Linder in the backfield. Linder with Green. Hart on the right, Phone and Arnston on the left. Phone will motion inside. Hand off to Green. And Green's got open space. He takes off to the left side. He's running, and he's pushed out of bounds at about the 11. Big run there by Green for a first down. And Gustafson's going to come back out now for the Saints. He's going to lead the offense. He's joined by Walsh, Hart and Arnston on the right. Two former Helena Bengals. On the left is Phone. And they're going to fake the handoff and look outside. And they find Arnston. He's got open space. He shakes a defender, and he's brought down at about the 6-yard line. So nice play there by Arnston. Gustafson rolls out right and hits him. And the Saints are very close to punch one in here, and they're going to see blocking tight end J.D. Lyle come out. And they're going to bring in Polson as well as Major Ali. So look for some inside running here for the Saints, a little ground and pound. So they're going to line up in a strong I formation. Lyle at fullback, Ali in the backfield. Gustafson will take the snap. 7 on the play clock. Gustafson takes it, hands it off to Ali. Ali's got space. And he runs into a wall of EOU defenders, so he's going to gain about 2 or 3 yards and very close to a first down. And now Walsh is going to come in. Looks like Ollie's got some difficulties with his helmet. His chin strap's hanging loose. So Gustafson under center. I formation. Lyle at fullback. Phone out to the right. He takes the handoff. And he's going to roll out right. And nothing there. TFL for the EOU defense on 3rd and 1. So Saints are going to have to make a decision here whether they want to kick or go for it. And looks like the PAT unit's going to come out. So 2nd down and about 1 or 2 yards, and Saints can't execute a first down, so they're going to bring out Hamill to kick the field goal. And Hamill's known for that big field goal he had, big-time clutch field goal against Montana Tech Week 1, where the Saints ended up winning that one 27-24. There's a snap. Hamill kicks it. And it's through the uprights and good. So the Saints are on the board first, 3-0. Hamill gets the field goal after the Saints failed to execute a touchdown in the red zone. But Coach Van Diest and Coach Howard have got to be pretty happy that they put those points on the board first, especially with the way their defense is playing. So go to a short break on the field. We'll go to a break up here. We'll be back shortly. Saints lead 3-0. All right, we're back after Hamill's field goal. 11:26 on the clock in the first quarter. Hamill will kick it off. And Coach Van Diest has got to be very comfortable with this small lead in the first half. His defense is playing out of their minds today, and they just look like a new team out there. They want it bad. They're flying to the ball, all 11 men playing for each other, and they're making play after play. So that's going to be into the end zone for a touchback, and Eastern Oregon offense will try to get going now. And here comes Bartlow and the rest of the Mountaineer offense. They're going to have two backs in. It'll be both Prom and Gross this time. Line up in the pistol. Barlow takes the snap, hands it off to Gross. And he's met, looks like by, oh, never mind, he's going to break a few tackles and he's going to get a first down. So Saints can't bring him down. He gains about 15 there. So good start to the drive for the Mountaineers. Barlow in the gun. So a heavy package for the Mountaineers. He takes the snap, hands it off one more time. And it looks like they missed a couple holding calls in the backfield there, but it doesn't matter. Saints are going to bring him down for about a gain of 2 yards. So 2 out to the left, 1 tight end, receiver out to the right, Bartlow in the backfield, and there's going to be a flag on the play. Bartlow throws it, and he's brought down by Irving, but he's going to gain about 5 yards. And there's a flag on the play. Looks like they're going to get Meyer for an offsides there. And they're going to have an offsides call on Saints, so 5-yard penalty. It's going to stay second down, and that's going to put the Mountaineers past midfield. So the Mountaineers will line up doubles on the right. Bartlow in the pistol. Takes the snap, hands it off to Prom, and Coney gets the tackle, but not before he gets the first down. So they're going to get to the 45-yard line, and they're going to move the chains. Bartlow in the gun. 1st and 10. He takes the snap. Looks for his receivers. He's being chased down by Kyle Smith. And looks like, I think they're going to call offensive PI there. DiGianardo had his back turned to the ball, but was pulled down by the EOU receiver. So we'll see what they're going to call on that. Nope, they're going to get DiGianardo for that one. So it'll be PI on the Saints. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty. And you can see on the replay, there's DiGianardo. If he probably wouldn't have gotten the call if he would have turned back. But it's his second penalty of the game, and now we're going to see King in at cornerback. Looks like Wildcat, Gross in the backfield. Bartlow lined up as a receiver on the left side. And he's going to take off. And he sees a little bit of open field, but he's brought down by Austin Moore. He's going to gain about 6. So the Saints face 2nd down and 4. Eastern Oregon going into the red zone. This isn't the first time they've been in Saints territory, though. They had it close down after that fake punt on their first series, but a couple penalties cost them. So now they look to capitalize this time. They line up in the Wildcat once again. Bartlow as a receiver on the right side, Gross in the backfield. And he's going to take off to the left. Nobody there. He's got open space. And touchdown saving tackle there by Tucker Johnson. So that'll be a first down for the Mountaineers down to the 15-yard line. They're going to move the chains. And Eastern Oregon's going to keep up their no huddle. Saints defense showing a little weakness now. Hoping to bend and not break on this possession. Barlow snap, hits the ground. And that one's dropped by Prom. And Galt not quite in position to make a play on the ball, but it's going to be incomplete. And DiGianardo is going to check back in. So we saw in that last play, quarterback fumbled the snap, and it's been a problem for them all season. They have fumbled 14 times, but they've only lost 6 because a lot of them are similar plays to that where it's just a botched snap and quarterback has to pick it back up. And there's Meyer with a tackle in the backfield. So no gain for the Mountaineers on second down, so it's going to be 3rd and 10 on about the 16. So, big play here for the Saints. 3rd and 10. They lead 3-0. We're about at the halfway point in this second quarter. Bartlow in the gun. He drops back. He's chased by Smith. And that one's incomplete. Good defense there by Quady. And Saints are going to bring out their field goal block unit. Got some height out there. They blocked a couple field goals. They blocked one last week at Western and the week prior against Northern. So, here's the snap. Kick is up. And he's going to split the uprights to tie the game up at 3. So, Mountaineers get on the board. Score's going to be tied at 3-3. 7:25 remaining in the first half. We'll be back after the break. All right, so we're back after the Eastern Oregon field goal. So, game's tied at 3-3. Kicking the ball off will be Nate Harden. And back to receive the kick will be Isaiah King and Ryan Walsh. King's come close to breaking some touchdowns on these kick returns this year, so we'll see if he can do something with this one. So Harden to kick off. Walsh and King back deep. Kick is up, and it's shallow. Walsh is going to come up and get it. Looking to follow some blocks, and he shakes the defender and gets a few yards out of that one. So he's going to be up to the 32-yard line. So not a bad return there by Walsh, and the Saints are going to start out with some pretty decent field position. Let's see what Linder can do with this. So Linder brings the play out to the huddle. And hopefully the Saints are going to capitalize on this momentum they've got from that scoring drive they had last possession. Linder in the backfield joined by Walsh and Ali. McGree in the slot. Arnson and Phone out wide. They're going to hand off to Walsh, and Ali's out blocking. Good block there. And that's going to be a good carry by Walsh for about 8 yards. So, Major Ali, a guy we normally just see taking carries and running the ball. He's out there blocking an open field and creating space for his teammates. Good play there by the Saints. Linder brings the play to the huddle. Eastern Oregon lined up in a 3-4 look on defense. They got some big cornerbacks. Linder lined up under center. Trips to the right. Green in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to Green. And Green's brought down. So not much of a gain there, but enough to get the first down. So 2nd and 1, they hand it off. Green prevails, and Walsh is going to come back in. Linder in the shotgun. Takes the snap. And he's chased and he's sacked. So Linder turned to throw the screen pass there to Walsh. And if he would have thrown it, it probably would have gotten picked off by the D lineman chasing him down. So he holds on to it and gets sacked. But that's going to be a loss of about 10 yards. So after getting the first down, Saints pick up right where they were at the beginning of this drive. It'll be 2nd down and about 20. And it looks like Gustafson's going to come in and join Linder out there. And now there's some confusion on the field, so the Saints are going to call a timeout. So 2nd and 20, timeout called by Carroll. 5:24 remains in the first half. 3-3 is your score. We're going to go to a break. All right, we're back after the timeout. 5:24 remaining in the first half. 3-3 is the score. It'll be 2nd and about 20 for the Saints. And Linder's going to be in the shotgun on his own. Arnson motions. He's going to hand it off to Arnson and a reverse. Gustafson gets it. He was lined up at receiver. He's looking downfield. Nothing there. He's going to look to run, and he's going to lose about 3 yards. So Saints try a little trickery there. They go for a reverse pass with Gustafson lined up at wide receiver, and it doesn't work out. Nobody open downfield, so it's going to be a loss of a couple more. So about 5 minutes left now. 3rd and almost 25. Linder's going to take the play out there, and you wonder if the Saints are just going to run it and punt it away and see if they can get some good field position. But with a player like Phone on the outside, you never know. They could throw it deep. Linder in the gun, joined by Walsh. Stratton at tight end. Watch for him. He rolls out right. Almost brought down, but he stays up. Clemens picks up a block in the backfield. Linder's still going. Throws it downfield, and it's out of bounds. So Linder's going to throw that one away. A lot of pressure there, and they're going to bring out the punt team. So hopefully Torgerson can get a good foot on this one and give Eastern Oregon some tough field position to work with. 4 minutes remaining in the first half, and it would be big if the Saints could maintain this score. Torgerson lets it fly. Good punt there. Tight spiral. And they're going to call for a fair catch. So, EOU is going to start with the ball on about the 31-yard line, and the Saints defense is going to come out doing a good job holding them only to 3 right now. So out comes Bartlow in the offense. And good job by the Saints defense on that last series. EOU put together a nice drive, but they held them to 3, so it's only a tie game. They don't trail. Bartlow throws. And Quady there on tight coverage, and they're not going to get the pass complete. It was intended for Gabe Giacchi. And now King's going to come in for a little extra coverage. 4:10 remaining in the half. The Saints D-line getting good pressure, but this is a team that likes to throw the ball and get rid of it quick, so they don't get sacked too often, so we haven't seen too much of that. And Meyer gets the quarterback on the read play, and DJ Leonardo comes out, makes the tackle by the sideline, going with Isaiah King. And looks like we got a flag on the play in the backfield. And that's going to be a hold called on the offense. So they're going to lose 10 yards there. And we're going to go to second and about 20. All right. So second and 20 for the Mountaineers. Saints line up in their base 3-4. Barlow drops back. He takes off. And he's met by Conan and Quady, but he dodges him. And Barnett makes the tackle downfield, but they're going to gain about 12 there. So it's a big gain for them, but it's only going to be 3rd down and 7. Barlow in the gun. He's got a bunch to his left. He drops back. And he's going to complete that one. And that guy's brought out of bounds by DJ Leonardo. On the catch there was Josh Richards. So that'll be a 1st down for the Mountaineers after facing second and about 20 yards. Barlow gets the signal from the sidelines. Hand off to Gross. Breaks the tackle from Smith. He's going to gain a few more yards. So it's a gain of about 4. And they're going to go to 2nd and 6 now. Barlow in the gun, doubles to each side. Drops back. And that's complete to, I believe, Rogers. Richards there. And King pushed him out of bounds. Nice tackle there by Isaiah King, making sure receiver doesn't break up field. 2 minutes remaining in the half. Saints defense looking for a big stop here. And Coach Van Diest is going to call a timeout. So, minute 56 remaining in the first half. 3-3 still the score. Coach Van Diest is going to call a timeout, so we're also going to go to a timeout up here. We'll be back shortly. Okay, we're back after the timeout called by Coach Van Diest. Here's the snap. And that's complete. And Tucker Johnson misses the tackle, but McBride Gall is there to clean it up. So it's going to be a first down for the Mountaineers, complete to Gabe Giacchi. Ball's down to about the 15-yard line now. Saints looking to hold up. Gross gets the carry, and he's brought down by David Anderson. Saints looking for a big stop here. Hopefully can force some kind of turnover. Second down and about 5. Barlow drops back. Play fake. Rolls out. And that one's incomplete in the end zone. So good coverage there by Gregory. Johnson with the help over the top. And that's incomplete. That last pass was intended for Brendan Kelly. Third down and 5 now. Saints defense looking to hold up here big time. Doubles to the right. Hand off to Gross. Play fake, actually. And that one's not going to go for anything. Irving gets in there and makes the tackle. No gain. So we got 4th and short now. So it's about 4th and 1. Coach Van Diest is going to take another timeout. And Saints defense has been good in short yardage situations so far. And last week they also had a big 4th and 1 stop late in the game at Western. So Coach Van Diest is going to take a timeout. 37 seconds on the clock. 3-3 is the score. We'll be back shortly. Okay, 4th and 1 here for Eastern Oregon following the Carroll timeout. Saints defense looking to come up big here. They're going to bunch the D-line in, and they go for a quarterback sneak, and looks like they're going to get a push and gain a yard. So Barlow's going to look like it's the first down. And EOU's going to take a timeout. So first down, it'll be 1st and goal when we come back. 31 seconds left. We'll go to another short break. All right, 1st and goal now for Barlow in this Eastern Oregon offense. They're going to line up in the pistol here. Saints defense looking to come up big going into the half. 30 seconds left. They're going to motion the tight end. That's Giachi. Gross in the backfield. Barlow's going to fake the handoff and then pitch it. And Saints defense join him at the sideline, and they're going to make the tackle there. So, stays in bounds. Clock's going to keep running. And looks like we're going to have a player down on the field for the Saints. So Coach Van Diest and a couple of trainers are going to join the player. Can't quite tell who it is from up here. And looks like it's Anderson down on the play. But he's going to get up safely. He's going to be helped off by the trainers. So, 19 seconds on the clock. Saints defense hasn't quite broken yet. And now they're going to bring DiGianardo back into the game. Eastern Oregon chalking up what they're going to run, and here comes the offense. Barlow leads them out onto the field. It is 2nd down and goal from about the 5. They have about 4.5 yards to go. Looking to score the first touchdown of this game by either team. They're going to motion a man. Barlow takes the snap out of the gun, drops back, looks to throw, and it's broken up. DiGianardo getting a hand in there. Heck of a play on the ball there by Vince. So 3rd and goal, 16 seconds on the clock. This is a big, big play here. And there you see on the replay, DiGianardo just sneaking his hand in there. Excellent play. Can't ask for more from your DB. So Barlow's getting the play. Saints looking for something big here. Guys on the sideline pumping up the crowd. In motion, a man, it's Giachi. Takes the snap. Looks to the side of the end zone. And Gregory gets there late, and the ball's slightly overthrown. So combination of the two makes for an incomplete pass. So that's going to make the Eastern Oregon Mountaineers bring out their field goal unit. Big stop by the Saints. Even if they hold the 3, big time play there, not allowing the touchdown. Van Diest has got to be happy with how his guys step up there. It's a big situation. So out to kick is going to be Nate Harden. Snaps away. Kick is up. And it's good right through the uprights. So Another field goal for the Mountaineers. Score is going to be 6-3. 6 seconds remain on the clock, so we'll have a kickoff to Carroll, and they'll probably go right into the half. Wouldn't be surprised if they just take a kneel because they do get the ball to start the second half. They're going to go back to the locker room and hit the drawing board and see what they can get going for their offense in the second half. But bright spot for the game so far, Carroll defense. Giving up 2 field goals, bending but not breaking in the red zone. So the kickoff return team's going to come out. Back deep will be King and Walsh, just like last time. And then Harden's going to lead his guys out to the field for the Mountaineers. Okay, so they're going to place the ball down at the 35 for the kickoff. Harden will kick. Harden will squib it. And it's going to be picked up by the Saints. Looks like Connor McGree will return about 5 yards and 1 second on the clock. So Saints offense is going to come out, 1 second left on the clock. And I would not be surprised if they take a kneel, but they don't necessarily have the personnel out for it. Only one running back out there in the huddle. They're going to line up 2 out to the left. And looks like they're just going to kneel. Walsh is about 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And Linder takes a snap, takes a knee, and that'll do it for the first half. So, very close game in the first half. Saints defense is dominating. So is the Mountaineers defense, though. Saints look to get something going on offense in this second half. So we'll go to the break. Saints trailed 6-3. We'll be back after halftime. Thank you. Okay, we are back for the second half here at Nelson Stadium. Your score, Eastern Oregon 6, Carroll College 3. Hardin will kick off for the Mountaineers to start off this half, and back deep to return is Ryan Walsh and Isaiah King. And big story in the first half, defense, defense, defense. Great defense by both teams. No touchdowns yet in this game. Several goal line stops and leading to field goals. So we'll see if there may be a little more scoring in this half. Walsh will take the kick at about the 15. And he's going to take off, and he fumbled it. The ball's loose, and Eastern Oregon picks it up, and they're on the run. And the tackle's going to be made there by McGree. So Walsh coughs it up, and it's recovered by Eastern Oregon. So not the way you want to start the half if you're Carroll, but hopefully their defense can bail them out one more time. All right, so it'll be first down for the Mountaineers. Bartlow takes the snap, hands it off. Saints in pursuit, and Gross takes off, and he's brought down by Anderson at about the 6-yard line. So, a couple quick plays, and just like that, Mountaineers are on the 5. So, Barlow takes it out of the pistol, hands off to Gross again. Saints get in the backfield, and looks like that's Tucker Johnson there in with the tackle. Saints in the first half only had about 70 yards of total offense. Well, Eastern Oregon ended up with about 190, but time of possession slightly differed. 16 minutes for EOU, 13 for Carroll. There's a snap. It's handed off to Prompt. He looks for the end zone and can't get it, but we're going to have a flag on the play, and that one is looking like it's going to bring Eastern back. It's in the backfield. And Bassachia is going to hobble off, but they're going to bring in Barnett for him. And that's going to be a holding call on the Mountaineers. So, good break there for the Saints. They'll replay second down now. Barlow gets the signals. Looks like he's going to line up right next to Gross in the backfield. Bunch on the left. One receiver out wide on the right. Takes the snap, hands it off. Gross will take off to the left and almost gets a hole, but it's filled by a couple of Saints players. Looks like that was... Looks like Quady there in on that one. And Bo Meyer. So, 3rd and goal. It would be huge for the Saints to come up with another 3 points for Eastern Oregon this time. They get a hold off on the touchdown. Looks like they'll be good. And there's a flag on the play already. And it's a dead ball. Looks like it's going to be offsides. And that's going to be an offsides there on the defense. And Barnett's going to come off. Greff's going to sub in on the D-line. So, 3rd and goal now. 5 more yards for Eastern Oregon. So it's going to be at about the 4. Saints looking to hold up here. Barlow in the gun. He's getting the signal. Calls the play for his offense. 11 on the play clock. He takes the snap, hands it off, and Gross is into the end zone, finds the hole, and that's a touchdown for Eastern Oregon. So, took him till the second half, but they finally get on the board with 6. It's going to make the score 13-3 if the extra point is good. And that is just a terrible way for the Saints to start the half. Fumble on the kickoff, and a couple plays later, there's Eastern Oregon in the end zone. And the extra point is good. So after the score, it's 13-3. Eastern Oregon leads Carroll, and we'll be back shortly after the break. Okay, we're back after the Eastern Oregon touchdown, and this time looks like we got Isaiah King and Arnston back to return kicks. Coach Van Diest on the sideline getting his defense fired up, but now it's time for the offense to take over and put some points on the board for the Saints. 13 minutes remaining in the third. Harden kicks it deep, and King's going to take this one. King finds a hole, and he's brought down at about the 15-yard line. So, Saints got 85 yards to go, but let's see how Linder can take the offense down the field this time around. So Linder comes out to the huddle. Saints looking to add to their 70 yards of total offense in the first half. Linder joined by Ali in the backfield. Nelson to the left, Arnston and Phone to the right. He hands off to Ali. And Ali nowhere to go. Just runs into a sea of defenders. And Hallett's going to send another play out with Linder. Ali's going to stay in. Linder in the backfield, joined by Major Ali. Trips to the left. Looks like McGree on his own to the right. And they're going to find Nelson on an out. And he stays in and gains a few more yards. So, nice play for the Saints. That's going to be very close to a first down. It's going to be 3rd and short, and looks like a couple extra tight ends are going to come in. Saints are going to look to power it through the EOU defensive front. I formation. Lyle in fullback. Major and Ali in the backfield. Ali takes the handoff. And he's pushing the pile. He's running forward, and he's running hard. That's one thing we've seen all year from Ali. He will never stop moving his feet, and he will always fall forward. So they're going to bring Nelson and Arnston back in. Linder in the gun, joined by Ali. Trips left. Linder takes the snap, hands it off. Well, play fake actually. And he's looking at Arnston down the sideline, and that's a big gain for the Saints. About 15 yard lines on that one. Troy Arnston outside by the sideline, toe tapping it in. Okay, so the Saints are moving up the field. Green will join Linder in the backfield this time. Phone Arnston on the right side. Nelson on the left. They're going to motion McGree across the line of scrimmage. Linder hands it off to Green. Green looking for space, gets tripped up and gains about 2. And it looks like Brandon Vetter's hobbling into the huddle for the Saints, but he'll stay out there. Oh, no, they're going to get someone in for him. Linder in the backfield, takes a snap. Big block there by Dylan Green, wow. And he hits Arnston, and Arnston's going to get across the 44 for a first down. And that play is going to come back. They're going to get a holding on right tackle Chris Empter. So what we thought was a big first down completion to Arnston is going to be a holding call brought back. So it'll be 2nd and 20 now from the Saints' own 45. Green in the backfield. Linder in the gun. Takes a snap. We got 2 guys pulling, Butler and Kramer out in the open field, make room for Green, and Green's going to gain about 8. And Green a little slow to get up, but he's doing all right. Ali's going to come in for him. Saints move up to the line of scrimmage. Linder. Takes the snap, drops back, looks for Nelson, and we're going to have a flag coming in late from the back judge. So that'll play in favor of the Saints. So 3rd down they go for Nelson. He's grabbed a little bit, so we'll probably have some kind of defensive holding or pass interference. And that's exactly it, pass interference on the defense. That's going to go on number 22 for Southern Oregon, Kalen Kisei. So Linder brings the play out now to the huddle. Ali will join him in the backfield. Linder takes the snap, throws it, finds Phone across the field. Phone's going to get a few there, gain of about 5. And Polson's going to come out now for the Saints. So they'll go double tight. Linder in the backfield. Arnston to the left, Phone to the right. Ali switches sides. Linder hands it off to Ali. Ali's got a little open space. He takes off. He's running hard, moving his feet, and he's going to get a first down. So Saints offense looking like a completely new team to start the second half after that fumble on the first kickoff. Saints remain in double tight. McGree on the left, Polson on the right. Receiver on each side, Ali in the backfield. Linder fakes it to Ali. Looks for Phone on the sideline and overthrows him, and he's hit late in the play. Ollie in the backfield still. 2nd down and 10. Linder takes the snap. Hands it off to Ollie. Ollie's got open space. And he's brought down by the safety, but a 1st down. Ollie looks a little frustrated getting up, wishing he could have broke that one, but heck of a run there, and the Saints are moving. They are within 15 yards of another touchdown. And Sam Stratton's going to sub in. Watch for him here because he's out on the field to catch passes. He's not out there to lay blocks as a tight end. He'll line up in the I. Pulsing off to the right. Ollie in the backfield. They're going to motion phone. Hand it off. Play fake to Ollie. Ollie picks up a block. Looks for Polson. Polson goes for the end zone. Dives. Gets the pylon. And they're going to give him a touchdown. Touchdown, Carroll. Connor Polson gets it in the flat. And we're going to have a 3-point ball game pending the extra point. So, good call there by Hallett. They're looking to the run. They move it down the field with Ali. And then they're going to change it up. Find Polson in the flat. And he's going to score. Big drive for Carroll. And they're going to put it back in the hands of their defense. So, Hamill back to kick the extra point. Snap is up. Kick splits the uprights, and they're good. So, 13-10 is the score. 7:30 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Big drive for the Saints, keeping it a good game. 13-10. We'll be back after the break. Okay, we're back following the Saints' long touchdown drive. They went 85 yards down the field and punched it in with a short touchdown pass to Connor Polson of about 13 yards. So, Hamill's going to kick it off. Back to return is Richards and Payne for EOU. Hamill kicks it deep. That one's going to go to the end zone. And they're not going to take it out. So, it'll be a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 25 to start this drive for Eastern Oregon. Okay, big series here for the Saints defense. They trail by 3. Still a lot of time left in this game, but would be nice for a stop or maybe a turnover. Barlow drops back, hands it off. And he's brought down by Meyer and a few other Saints players. So, great way to start the series off. Looks like Meyer and Anderson in on that one. All right, Barlow in the gun. Tight end to his left, as well as two receivers. One on his own to the right. Barlow drops back, throws it up high. DiGianardo takes him back, and that's incomplete. Off the hands of Josh Richards there. Beautiful throw by the quarterback, too. Put it right over the head of DiGianardo, but Richards couldn't hold on. So it'll be 3rd and 9 now. Saints looking to get the ball back. 6:49 on the clock. Barlow in the gun. Bunch to the left, outside. Saints fans making a lot of noise right now. Barlow drops back, almost brought down, and he's going to take off, and he's going to get the first down and more. He splits the safeties, and he's brought down way downfield by Isaiah King. So that is a monster gain. So he gets down to the 16 in Carroll territory. So that is a tough break for Carroll on 3rd down there. Couldn't handle the scramble drill. Trips to the left now for Barlow. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Gross. And we're going to have a flag on the play. Looks like they're going to get a holding there. Tackle made there by Tucker Johnson. We'll see what this flag is. And that's going to be a holding call. I believe that's on Andre Brembry. So that brings them back. So 1st and 20 now. They're going to run an outside handoff. Quady's trying to run down Gross. And that's going to be a gain of about 6. So it's going to be 2nd and 17. King's going to sub back in and give the Saints an extra defensive back. Barlow in the backfield, joined by Prom. Takes a snap out again, drops back to throw. He's going over Gregory, and that's a touchdown. That one's caught by Brendan Kelly. It's thrown over the head of Gregory, and beautiful ball. Hits him mid-stride. You see here on the replay. And couldn't really ask for better coverage, but just a good throw. Nothing we can do about that one. So, just like that, it's back to a 10-point game. Saints thought they were going to have another 3 and out. Barlow took off on a scramble. Gained about 60, 70 yards on 3rd down with his legs. And then there's that. So, extra point is up. And that one's good. So, score is now 20-10. 5 minutes, closer to 6 minutes remain in 3rd quarter. So, Saints hoping to put together another nice drive. We'll go to a short break up here. We'll be back shortly. Score, Eastern Oregon 20, Carroll College 10. Okay, we're back after the Eastern Oregon touchdown. 20-10 is the score. And after a first half with no offensive touchdowns, there's 3 on back-to-back-to-back drives for each team. So 20-10 is the score, and we're going to have Arnston and King back to return. Harden places the ball down. Harden kicks it off. It's going to go to Arnston. Arnston goes to his left, looks for a gap, can't get anything, ends up getting tackled out of bounds. So, from the 26-yard line, Saints will start this drive. And for the Saints to get going again, I think they really need to keep running the ball. It's really what pushed them last drive. A couple big carries. And that's going to be Ali starting out this drive in the backfield. So, Linder in the backfield. McGree's going to motion to his right. Takes the snap. Screen to phone. And he's brought down, missed block, and leads to a defender right in his face. So, nothing doing on first down for the Saints. Looks like he's maybe going to lose about 1.5 yards. So here comes Linder up to the line. He's in the gun. Joe Ferris in the slot on the right side with Connor Phone. Linder drops. Throws it. Looking for Ferris. The true freshman gets the catch, and he gains about 6 or 7 there. So, it'll be third down and about 3.5, 4 yards. So it's third down and 3, and wouldn't be surprised here if the Saints go to the running game. Linder in the gun with Ollie. They're going to motion Arnston. And Linder's going to roll out. He's going to find Arnston in the flat for a first down and a little bit more. Arnston gets pushed out of bounds about 38-yard line. So first down for the Saints. They'll keep it moving down the field. Green comes in now. He'll be in the backfield. Linder in the gun. Takes the snap. Hands off to Green. And Green is met in the backfield, and that's going to be a gain of about 1 yard. And Stratton's going to come in for McGree. Looks for Phone out on the left. Play action to Green. Linder drops back. He's got some time. And he slips up on the grass, and that's going to go down as the sack. So he's going to lose about 3 or 4 yards, and it's going to be 3rd and 12. So 3rd and long. 12 yards to go. They're going to send Gustafson out now. Gustafson drops back. And looks like it's going to be a QB draw designed for him. He's taken off. He's going to get the first down, and he slides. And that's going to be a big play for the Saints there. So, You know, with a guy like Gustafson subbing in, you're going to expect a run. But it's nice to see him go 12 yards and get the first. And Linder's going to go right back out there with the play. Little over 2 minutes left here in this third quarter. Saints driving down the field, looking to make this a 3-point game once again. Linder drops back. He's got time. He throws it deep. He's got Phone. Phone gets it to the 5 and a touchdown, Carroll. Connor Phone, about 50 yards, and that's a beautiful throw by Linder, and he is showing a ton of energy running down the field to celebrate with his teammates. And what a big play for the senior on his last day as a Saint. Beautiful throw there. And there's the replay. Hits Phone mid-stride. Nothing the DB can do about it. Excellent throw by Linder. And of course, it was due time before Phone was going to give us a big play like that. And can't think of a better time so far in this game to do it. So Hamill's extra point is up and it's good. 20-17 to score after the big touchdown. About a 48-yard pass from Linder to Phone. And we'll be back after the break. Saints trail by 3. Minute 59 remaining in the third. Thank you. Okay, we're back after the Connor Phone touchdown from Linder. Hamill will kick off, and back deep to return will be Payne and Richards. Hamill kicks it deep. And that one's going to go out of the end zone. So, Eastern Oregon getting the ball. They lead by 3. Minute 59 left in the third. There's been a close game all day. And the Saints have done a great job bouncing back off these last 2 Eastern Oregon scores. So as I mentioned earlier, no touchdowns in the first half. Serious lack of offense for both teams. Now all of a sudden, Eastern Oregon comes out and scores. Carroll scores. Eastern Oregon scores and Carroll scores. So, very different second half. It's a tale of two halves right now. We'll see how this one continues as we approach the fourth quarter. Here's the handoff to Prom, and he's brought down by Meyer. So, gain of about 6. Cole Greff subs in. Take out Barnett. And Greff's the guy who knocked that fumble loose over in the game against Northern. There's a carry by Prom, and he's brought down. Combination of Tucker Johnson and David Anderson. And that's going to move the chains. First down for the Mountaineers. Barlow's lined up in the pistol. Joined by Gross in the backfield. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff. And there's a good tackle there by DJ Leonardo. Gain of about 7. So, 2nd and 3 now. Mountaineers are approaching midfield. 50 seconds remain in the third quarter. Barlow line up in the gun. Saints looking to crack down on D here. Second down. He fakes the handoff. Irving in pursuit. And that tackle is made by McBride Galt. Pushed him out of bounds. That catch was made by TJ Hancock there. Isaiah King now in the game, providing extra defensive back for the Saints. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. So clock runs out, 17-20, Saints trail. But very exciting third quarter at least. So to the tune of Sweet Caroline, we're going to go to a short break up here. Saints fans are on their feet. We'll be back shortly. 17-20 is the score. Saints trail 17-20, but the crowd's still very into it. They're getting rowdy for their team. Seniors' last game here at Nelson Stadium. Barlow in the pistol. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to Gross. And Quady gets to him in the backfield, but he slips loose. Galt in pursuit is knocked down, and he's going to gain about 4 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 6. So, Barlow in the gun, joined by Gross. And he hands it off. And there's Tucker Johnson on the tackle. Late help by, looks like Cole Greff, and a little help from Austin Moore as well. So, big third down here for the Saints defense. We'll see how they respond. There's a bunch out to the left. Three DBs tending to it. It's Galt, King, and Gregory. Free safety, Tucker Johnson alone up top. One high look for the Saints defense. Barlow in the gun. Looks like he's going to hand it off to Prom. And he leaks through the line and gets the first down. So, ran it right to the gap where there seemed to be nobody there. Tucker Johnson comes up with the tackle there for the Saints. Clock's moving, and the Mountaineers are once again into the Carroll red zone. Barlow takes the snap, Fakes the handoff and runs with it. And he's tackled by about a trio of Carroll defenders. Looks like Gregory, Greff, and Bo Meyer there. Barlow in the gun. Drops back. He's looking to the end zone. DiGiannardo gets a hand up. And that is caught. My gosh, a phenomenal catch. That's Brendan Kelly with his second of the day. And we're going to have a flag on the play. Hold on, folks. Looks like it's going to be an offsides on the defense. So that's not going to affect the touchdown. Nice throw there by Barlow. Finds his receiver in the corner end zone. And very impressive job holding on to it. But tough showing on defense there from the Saints. So 27-17 it will be if the extra point is good, of course. And he splits the uprights. So 27-17, 12:47 remaining in the game, and the Saints are going to get the ball back and hope for another successful drive down the field. So 12:47 remaining. We'll be back shortly after the break. Saints trail by 10. Okay, 12:47 remaining in this game. Saints trail 27-17 after a pair of Brandon Kelly touchdowns. And back to return the kick will be Isaiah King and Troy Armstead. Kicking off will be Harden once again. He's been doing all the kicking duties, including punts and extra points for Eastern Oregon today. He kicks it deep into the wind. Armstead's going to get it, and he's going to take it out. Missed block there, but Troy still manages to get to the 20-yard line. Excuse me, the 15-yard line. So Saints starting out just like they did last time. About 85 yards, march down the field. So Linder will line up in the gun. He is joined by Major Ali in the backfield. Phone singled out on the right side, and on the left, Paul Hart joined by Troy Armstead. Phone in motion. He gets the ball. And nothing doing there for Phone, so it's gained about half a yard. Linder will line up in the gun. Eastern Oregon sticking with that 3-4 defense. Two high safeties. Linder drops back. And he is brought down. Strong rush off the edge there for Eastern Oregon. That is Dalton Morgan, the senior. So, tough break for the Saints there. They're going to have third and very long now from their own 5. So, Saints are going to come to the line. Ferris alone on the left side. Arnston and Phone on the right. 2 seconds on the play clock. Linder gets the snap. He drops back. He throws it deep. Just short of Troy Arnston. So, that'll be 4th down, and the punting unit's going to come out for the Saints deep in their own territory. Punt is up from Torgerson, down to about midfield. And good tackle there by King. So, not allowing a big return there for Eastern Oregon. And the Saints defense is really going to need to step up here if they want to keep themselves in this game. Going down 17 would not help them. All right, Eastern Oregon sets up shop on the 37-yard line. Take the snap. And there's a big tackle for loss there by Jake Conan, the senior. So, about 5 yards lost on that one. So 2nd and 15 now for EOU. Barlow looking for a second play signal. Gets the snap, hands it off. And Isaiah King, he's breaking loose. And that's a 1st down. So, big gain of about 30 or 40 yards there. And we got a player down. So, big run there by Alfred Gross. I'm having a tough time figuring out who's down right there. Saints players are going to go to a knee. I believe that must be David Anderson back there. And it is Anderson. Looks like he's holding his shoulder, so he might have popped it loose. The trainers are getting him off. Gets a pat on the head by Coach Van Diest. Okay, so Anderson's helped off the field. Barlow's now in the pistol. Running back now motions next to him. He takes a snap, hands it off to Prom. And he's met in the backfield by Kyle Smith, along with many other players coming in to help. So, nice tackle for loss there for the Saints defense. And we're going to have 3rd down and about 12. So Barlow joined by Prom in the backfield. He takes the snap, hands it off. And he's met by Cole Greff right there. And that's going to be a big play for the Saints defense. Greff on the tackle, helped out by Tucker Johnson as well. And they're going to get a holding call there. So it's going to move the ball back 10 yards. Now it's going to be about 2nd and 20. So a big stop for Carroll's defense right now. Barlow takes a snap. It's complete. Arbizani slips, but he makes the tackle. So, tackle made by Chandler Arbizani there. He's out of bounds. So, we're going to end up with a 3rd down and 14. So, Saints got Eastern Oregon right where they want them. It's going to be a big turnover here if they can get one. Barlow in the gun. Gets the play from the sideline. Saints fans making a lot of noise right now. Clock's running. Down to about 8.5 minutes left in this ball game. Takes the snap, drops back. Got plenty of time to throw. Takes a shot downfield. Good coverage downfield by Gregory, and it's overthrown, incomplete. So the Saints are going to force them to punt. They will get the ball back. Looks like the Saints are going to bring a lot of guys to the line of scrimmage and try to block this one. Ryan Gregory back to return. Low snap. And Meyer almost gets there, and it's over the head of Gregory. Bounces, and it's just going to get into the end zone. So, touchback will go to the 25-yard line. Saints will start with the ball now. And you got to think that right now, in this desperate time for the Saints offense, they're going to look for a guy like Connor Phone to come up with a big play for them and make this game 3 points again. Anything helps here. Even if they make it down the field, they can still kick a field goal. It'll be a one-score game again. Okay, so the Saints are going to set up shop on their own 20. Ollie in the backfield, trips to the right. 4 wide, Paul Hart on the left. Linder lets it fly, and it's out of bounds. Hit very early there in that play. Green's going to come back in now for the Saints. He's been their go-to guy for pass protection in the backfield this season. 8 minutes left. 2nd and 10. Linder takes the snap from the gun, hands it off to Green. Green gets space. And that's a gain of 6. So, we have a big 3rd and 4 here for the Saints offense. Linder in the backfield with Green. Hart motions on the right side. Linder takes a snap. Finds McGree, and McGree's going to be just enough for the first down. So, Saints move the chains, and they're going to keep moving down the field. Linder with Green in the backfield. 3 to the left. Phone, Hart, and Arnson. There's a bubble screen to Arnson. Arnson's got space. Good blocking. And he's going to gain about 6 or 7 there. Good play by the Saints. Linder comes to the sideline to get the signal from Hallett. Saints run a little hurry up. Still huddling, but just moving at a little faster pace. .6:39 remaining. Clock's running. Saints can use a big play here. Little confusion lining up, but they still got 13 on the play clock, so it's no hurry. Linder drops back. Good protection. He rolls out to the right. Looking for something, throws it away, and he's hit, and it's going to be incomplete, out of bounds. So, 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Linder in the gun. Green to his left. Hart and Arnson in the slot, Phone wide right. Linder finds Sam Stratton across the middle. Stratton keeps running, breaks a tackle, and the ball is loose. And they're going to rule him down. It looked like he was down. I thought he was, but good first down there by the Saints. A little scary, but Stratton gets them the first down. So, Saints working the ball down the field. 5.5 minutes left. Something to note, both teams still have 3 timeouts left. So, if the Saints do punch in a touchdown soon, they can kick it deep and trust their defense to get the stop. Linder throws it, finds Arnson in the middle, and that's another first down for Carroll. Linder doing a heck of a job leading his team down the field right now, showing a lot of composure. Linder drops back, fakes the handoff to Green, lets it fly on the slot, and it's intercepted. So that's not good for the Saints. Pass intended for Ferris. It's intercepted by, looks like Tucker Stanley, the outside linebacker. All right, Barlow in the backfield, fakes the handoff, throws a receiver screen, and there's Vince DiGiannardo pushing him out of bounds. So that interception really is taking the life out of the fans here. Saints absolutely need a stop. Isaiah King walking up to the line of scrimmage. Looks like he's going to come on some kind of stunt here. And that pass is complete. But still short of the first down, but the clock will continue to run. It'll be third down and about 3 yards. All right, Bartlow lines up in the backfield. Third down, hands it off. And Gross takes off. He's got one man to beat. It's Tucker Johnson. And Johnson brings him down at, looks like the 35-yard line in Carroll territory. Barlow's going to line up in the gun. Takes the snap, hands it off. Anderson in pursuit. And Gregory knocks him out of bounds. We got a flag on the play. And they're going to call holding on Eastern Oregon. So, 10-yard loss. Saints down, but not completely out yet. A little under 3 minutes left. Obviously, always that possibility they knock the ball loose here. But, you know, it's a very unlikely situation. So, they're just going to keep playing hard on defense, see if they can get something. Handoff. Gregory gets the tackle. Clock continues to run. And now Coach Van Diest is going to start using his timeout. So, timeout called. 2:22 left in this game. We'll be back after the break. All right, second down and 15. Eastern Oregon has the ball. They have trips to the right side. Carroll's defense looking to come up big here. There's a snap. It's handed off. Here comes Anderson in pursuit. Gets him by the ankles, and that's a good tackle in the backfield by David Anderson. So, Coach Van Diest is going to take another timeout. It'll be 3rd and 15 now for Eastern Oregon. A lot of different possibilities here with what can happen, but it's got to start by the Saints making a stop. Obviously, a lot of different things. They can force a turnover. They can get the ball back on a punt, but They still got to score twice if they even want to tie the game. All right, after the timeout, 3rd and 15. Eastern with the ball. They have trips right. First down will clinch this game. Saints only have 1 timeout left. There's a snap. Barlow takes it. Rolls out right. He's pressured. And there's Jay Conan with the pressure, and it's going to be incomplete. So, solid play there by the Saints defense. They're going to get the ball back. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left, and the Eastern Oregon punter is going to do his best here to pin the Saints inside the 10-yard line or even the 5. And that punt is almost blocked by McBride Galt, and that should take a Saints bounce into the end zone, and it does. So, strong effort, almost blocked the punt, but not close enough. So, 2 minutes and 4 seconds left. Saints with the ball. They got to get a quick score here. Okay, here comes Linder. This could be his last series as a Carroll College Fighting Saint. He's got 3 to his right, 1 to his left. Saints are in 4 wide. Linder drops back. He's looking downfield. He's got all the time in the world. He throws it, looking for Walsh, and Walsh gets it by the sideline. So, Saints are moving. Good catch there by Walsh. He's not just a running back. He's a receiver. He can do it all. So, minute 54 left now. A little adjustment on the clock. Saints still trailing by 10. Linder in the gun. Drops back. He's got some time. Steps into the pocket. And throws it away. So, incomplete to Walsh. Linder's going to line up in the gun. Walsh is on the slot, or in the slot on the right side. Snap to Linder. He drops back. He's got space. He's looking to run and gains about a half a yard. So clock's moving. Saints are going to hurry back to the line of scrimmage. And Ferris is going to come into the game. Linder drops back. Linder's got time. Throws it to Walsh, and Walsh is stopped. So, it'll be 4th down and about 7 for the Saints. Van Diest is going to call a timeout. 4-down territory all over the field for the Saints, so they will go for it after the timeout. Minute 14 left. Saints trail by 10. We'll be back after the break. Okay, we're back. 4th down and 7. Linder in the gun. Doubles on each side. Linder drops back. Gets rid of it, and it's knocked down, and that'll do it for 4th down. So Eastern Oregon will come out. They're going to take their knees, and that's going to be it for the Saints season. And a heartbreaking scene on the field right now. Linder, senior captain, 5th-year quarterback, coming off the field. And there's Kyle Smith, the 6th year, along with Jake Conan and Ryan Gregory and Vince DiGianardo, Ty Irving, other seniors on the defense going out there. It's going to be their last couple of plays as Carroll Saints. Mountaineers line up in victory formation, and Bartlow will take a knee. So that's going to do it. The Saints are going to finish 4-6 for the 2nd season in a row. It'll be interesting to see how this offseason will go over for the Saints. Obviously, they're going to have to fill some spots on defense, mainly that nose tackle spot, though. Kyle Smith has been such a good player for them for the last couple of years. And then we're going to have a new quarterback, Tanner Gustafson, next year, who we have seen. He plays well. He's a good quarterback, likes to run. But that'll do it today. So Eastern Oregon will go to 8-2 on the year. Saints finish 4-6 again. Clock's going to run down. 17-27 is the final score. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It's been a good season up here, and it's going to do it. 27-17, Saints lose in their final game of the year. We'll see you next season.